Hello, welcome to Perry Hall Parkrun on the day after my 49th birthday. We rode 50 miles yesterday to Stratford-upon-Avon to go to a cat cafe to celebrate, I guess. We had a wonderful time, but that means I'm exhausted today, but we're still going for parkrun. It's slightly rainy, it's quite windy, 50 miles an hour, and it's a 3-lap course all round over here. Hopefully it'll be a good one today, but I'm not expecting a great time. But let's see how it goes, and I'll see you at the end. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
Hello everyone, welcome. There's a dog barking at the start of this race. Another classic start, 3, 2, 1. And off we go. Okay, this is me sorting my phone out as we get started here. Okay, we started a little way down the field this morning, so we started with a bit of a jog. I found someone here, this lady with the headphones is usually about my speed, so I thought I'll stick with her for a minute and see how it goes. So yesterday I was 49, well, Friday the 5th of June I was 49, so I did a 50-mile bike ride to Stratford-upon-Avon to go and see the cat cafe and have a little bit of chill time while everyone else was in work. So kind of overdid it a bit. That was quite a lot of effort. So today we're doing parkrun first thing in the morning and we're just going to see how it goes. It was supposed to be a rainy day, but in the end it wasn't too bad, but it is a bit windy and you'll see me hiding behind some of the people. I got to pick my way through the field here. The best route here is to be on the concrete on the left-hand side, but it's very, very narrow. So instead we took this route here and just squeezed out to the edge, and we kind of started working our way through the field here, but it's going to be a slow start. Sorry the camera can't stay quite straight. It will move round eventually. It's supposed to do horizon locking, but when it's on my head it doesn't lock the horizon quite as hard as it might do in other circumstances. So I haven't done huge amounts of training this week. It's been more of a let's do 5k on the days when we can. So last week I was in Rotterdam. We managed an amazing 24:20 there on their very flat course. Early in the morning, so at 8 AM, it's equivalent UK time. So that was exhausting. So now we're going to be just seeing how we go. We came back on Monday on the Eurostar. We got the very early in the morning Eurostar, had to be up at 6 AM. So I didn't do any running on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday we did some slow 5Ks just to kind of keep everything going. And then we did 50 miles on the Friday on the bike, which I think is a good bit of cross training. So yeah, I wasn't really sure how this was going to go. As you can see, it's kind of dark morning. I've had to pull the light up a bit, but you will see the camera bounce a little bit from time to time as the weather's not quite good enough to support the, whatever you call it, the stabilization that works best in the bright light. But here we go. I started to pick my way through the field here. I'm not going super fast. I'm going quite fast. And you'll see that perhaps through this race I'll take it easy. I knew that 24 minutes wasn't really on this morning and I wasn't really trying for it, but I was hoping to get somewhere close to 25. I did notice the small child straight ahead of me and I was like, surely I can go faster than that, but we'll see. Let's see how it goes.
On in.
So 3 minutes to that corner, 3 minutes 10. This lady here with the headphones is just ahead of me, often does quite a good time, goes quite fast. So I felt like that might be someone that I could try and stick with and see how we go. Again, I was just trying to work out what was going to work best. It's often difficult to find someone to stay with as you run through the field because you don't know whether they're going faster than you or slower than you. But we've already made up a good few places. And this location where you can see the camera's a little bit bouncy as we're going through the trees. So here we are. Welcome to Perry Hall Parkrun. It's a 3-lap course. The first lap is the shortest. The second one has got a long out and back section. And the third lap has got a short out and back section that takes about a minute each way. Halfway is about at the end of the long out and back section. And then we just have to finish off at the end to get our 5 kilometers done. I'm a little bit huffy and puffy along here, as I can hear. So today's top finishers did really well. They got about 15 minutes. I think it said 15 minutes. I'm just going to check. But it seemed very good. It was, in fact, I say, there's two guys that we eventually see come past us. Yeah, 15:57 and 15:59. I thought it was pretty impressive. We had a sprint at the end. And the wind is coming towards me across that section we just ran. So there we go, 1 kilometre. It's saying it's about 5 minutes. The 1 kilometre mark's really around here. I feel like it's more like about 5:10, 5:15 or what have you for the first kilometre. But the distance measuring is being very generous, is what I'll say. I feel like it's more like about there where 1 kilometre's done. Oh, this person stops in front. Just have to run round. Okay, everyone with a big cheer for the volunteers as we see them on the corner here. I usually do quite well in this uphill section, although I did end up like just having to squeeze through there. I was a bit confused about what happened, but never mind. And I think now with the wind behind me on these sections meant that these areas were quite quick comparatively to some days. So I do kind of get the hammer down a little bit along these sections.
Come on in.
So we say hi to the supporters there, and thank you for all their volunteering. So this is the start of second lap. 1.2 kilometres done, 6 minutes. And then it looked like I probably was going to overtake these people, so I didn't take the concrete bit for the second lap here. So actually, you know, I did run an extra distance. I don't think it's an extra half mile. I think it's an extra like 5 meters or something as we ran around here. I think we finally get into this big group. What I'm always trying to find is the big group of people who are trying to get sub 25. There's usually one somewhere. And I thought that this group here was probably it. But in the end, it turns out I'm the one that's about the 25-minute marker. So yeah, that little hill there, the way I see it, on the first lap, it's easy. You just bounce up it. On the second lap, it makes a little bit of a difference. On the third lap, it's horrible. It's only about 5 or 8 steps to climb up that. But it really hurts you if you're tired already. So what I'm looking for, as always, is heart rate 160 is about my top of zone 4. I don't want to be going faster than that for more than 3, 4, 5 minutes or something like that. So I'm trying to stay in this kind of top of zone 3 time. So this 156, as much as I'm puffing and huffing a little bit, as you can hear, this is usually reasonably within myself as we come round. Just here trying to work out how we're going to get past these guys. Say, I had the advantage this week as I started slow, so I was kind of catching other people up as they were slowing down. Last week I had absolutely the opposite problem where I started too fast, and just for the whole race everyone was just continuing to come past me. I definitely had this thought here that perhaps I would be able to follow one of these guys and they would be able to keep me out of the wind as we just hit this on the next corner. So it's nice to make this corner here at 8 minutes. Oh, is that me cleaning the lens? We didn't quite do that. So 8:13. So we got like 14 seconds to catch up over the next 2 miles if we're going to get the sub 25. And so here we go again. This guy here, perfectly in position. I think I sped up and then let him run this for me. I don't know that this was the best move in the end, because I think that he was not going quite as fast as I was. Little cheer for the tail walker as we go past here. Nice to see them running around. Sometimes I can work out how well we're doing based on where the tail walker is. The trees were dripping low as well, weren't they?
Morning, guys.
Morning, Robbie.
Yeah, we nearly hit a tree a couple of times on the course today. After the nice weather. It's been a little bit of a rainy week. It had been raining overnight. As like I say, we did really well that this wasn't a rainy run. This was actually quite good. So yeah, in a perfect world, I should have come past this guy. But I always tend to find that I prefer to have someone running with the wind in front of me rather than for me to overtake them. So this is where we turn off on the right hand side onto the main bit of the second lap, the kind of out and back section. Used to be a little bit different from this,
Morning.
but they've tweaked it a little bit so we don't have to go to another little dead turn. We kind of clip round this corner here, which is a little bit nicer. And we kind of hit the second kilometre at this corner here. Again, there's that feeling that perhaps we're not that far away. 10 minutes, 2 kilometres. We'll see. I should have stuck with this guy when he came past, and I thought about it when I did. Those are the two winners there on the left-hand side. They're going to do sub 16, which is impressive, I think. Yeah, and this guy starts to slow, and so this was all just a massive mistake. I could probably have got the extra 3 seconds I needed here if I needed to. But what I should have done is stuck with this guy. In the end, I kind of started to pull past here, so I had to speed up for this short section. I don't know if it's going to be reflected in my heart rate. My head certainly comes up, and then I just kind of try and sprint it out and try and hide behind him as we go around the next section. Here we go, another tree dangling down. Oof. Yeah, I much prefer to maintain an even pace than slow down and speed up all the time. But you can hear the wind. You can hear the wind. That guy's in third. We can have the wind as we run along here. And say, then we're just about sheltered here. As we run through. I can't remember what happens to this guy. I can't remember whether he runs away from me. I think he does in the end. I'm not letting that big guy with the camera pass me. That's what they're all thinking. Yeah, a lot of fast times today, a lot of fast runners. These coming past the other way are all doing really good time, close to 20 minutes. Impressive. Little train goes past in the background, and you see him up to 159 heart rate. This is where I'm like, kind of like, I don't want to go too much harder than this. And here comes my friend on the left here. She's heading towards a 22:30. We used to run 25 minutes together at the similar level of time, so yeah. I got a lot of work. Yeah, this guy gets ahead, and I don't follow past. I think it makes sense. Don't think I need to go too much heavier from here.
Morning.
So here we are. Somewhere in here is about halfway. It should be the turn at the end, but I feel like it is just slightly before. But yeah, so we're somewhere between 12:30 and 13 minutes for the halfway time. It's all right, but yeah, quite a lot of work to do if we're going to make 25. It suddenly seems. I don't think I made hay down that line as much as we should have done. So yeah, the wind's behind me now, so it doesn't matter if I start overtaking. All these people here are the ones I've already run past. So my plan for next week is Bab's Mill, which apparently has pancakes or waffles or something. I've never been, I'm a bit nervous. I've done the race twice, but it's good to get another one of those under my belt and see how it goes. But yeah, that's towards the east of Birmingham, maybe about 8 miles from where I live, so I think that'd be a good one to give a try. Another one where sub 25 is reasonably possible. Relatively flat, but there is a little bit of off-road. So kind of pushing it along here. Home, you say hello to a few people.
Morning.
I did do a morning counter at one point. I'm coming up to the bin of 3k here, which used to be accurately 3k, but now again, I think it's just a bit shy.
I know.
Because every time I take a time from here, that looks like 14:52.
About 3k.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, that was not 14:52. Based on my finishing time, we did okay. We're keeping the heart rate about right at 159 through here.
25.
See, that's the thing. At this point, I definitely thought it was going to be a sub 25. Oh, what happened? Sometimes things happen. Final few people to say hello to as we do the out and back section. It's nice to see everyone here.
Come on in.
It means people know me a little bit better.
Come on in. It's nice this way. Morning, guys.
They looked a bit more tired here. So 2 mile mark is again at this corner. That's probably closer to accurate rather than the 3k mark. And that's going to say 1601 or 1602. Probably more like about right. Which at this pace puts us on for just over 25. So heart rate trips over to 161 here, so you can see that I'm going a bit faster than even now, and it does mean I'm starting to catch up with people. This guy in the yellow was a long way away, and now we're heading towards him. Still hear the wind coming past as well. Okay, so we're ready for the final lap here. This little hill, I always catch up people loads. I don't know why. It just seems to work out that way. But it started to take its toll. And as we cross the bridge here, ready to final lap. We didn't get lapped by anyone, but I think that's because they were already passed. I mean, based on this, they'd already finished by the time I was here. This is probably one of them. There we go, 17:20 as we get ready for the last lap, the last mile essentially. 1 mile to go from there. And finally we get to use the concrete section. Which works out well. This bit's here, it's to do with the floodplain, so the bits of land go down so that when the river floods on the right hand side, it comes out this way and floods into the area. Instead of flooding the rest of the city, which seems to make sense. And there's all kinds of pipe work and stuff going through. Here's that little hill I mentioned. It hurts more to do this. And you'll see the heart rate doesn't love it like this. I just about keep it going. Some weeks you can hear a real slow down when we get to there. And suddenly I'm on my own. No one ahead. Got to just keep it going. And I think we do get a message from someone on the live stream in a minute who just says hello. I did manage to keep the camera up and running for the whole race today. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. We had a lot of technical issues recently, actually. I don't know if this fact that the camera's a little bit tilted or half the time is a sign that the camera needs replacing. We'll see. But yeah, it's very grey and very dark in this last section. You'll notice that in the sprint to the finish. But yeah, I've started wearing my headphones, so if people talk to me live on stream, I can actually talk back to them. So I think this is a message.
Hi. Morning, you all right?
There you go.
Just about to 4k here. Keeping it nice and chill though.
We are keeping it nice and chill. The 4K mark isn't particularly obvious. I'd like it to be this guy here, but it isn't. It's somewhere between here and the next bollard. It's quite difficult to work out the last bit.
On in.
But I felt like all in all, we paced it really well. And you'll see some more stuff in a minute. And I think as we turn this corner, we're starting to find that we can see some people ahead. So 20 minutes to here. It's about right. We were very close. We were very close to 25 minutes. And some of these guys here, maybe not these ones. I think these ones slightly further down, we eventually finish somewhere near to them. Which is all right. Wasn't quite sure what happened to this bollard at the bottom that's supposed to be in the middle. It headed its way to the side. I went round the dot on the floor. I assumed that was the right thing. There we go. 20:35. So 4.5 minutes till the end. Let's see how we can do. A little bit of wind there. Say that guy with the kid has kept up really nicely, actually. I thought we'd gone miles ahead of them, but they've kept it really strong. This bit is one of the most painful bits. This slight uphill is just a bit of a pain. Don't like it. Again, I was running slightly within myself. I felt like this didn't cause me such a problem as it sometimes does. The wind was helping keep me cool as well.
Morning all.
Okay, right turn. And on to the last section.
Right. Into the wind here. No one to protect me this time.
Yeah, I had to do this myself, so no little hand along here, which would have helped. But I was going okay. I was going good pace, I think. The heart rate seems high. I didn't feel this high. I don't know whether my heart rate's just got better. I've got fitter, or quite what it is. But, yeah. We obviously motored along here. And again, through the trees. Just managed to avoid that one. Not so easy when you're exhausted. And yeah, at this point, I thought I was going to finish all on my own. But you'll see how it works out. If I'm going up full pace, 20-minute mile, 20-minute 5K, that bin there is 2 minutes till the end. At this kind of pace, it's much further along. Last chance to say hi to the volunteers here. Doing a good job in the miserable weather.
Morning.
And yeah, this guy here, I think he slowed down. I think he started to struggle. So yeah, the end of this path is 2 minutes till the finish.
About 2 minutes from here. Gonna be just outside 25.
So I think, yeah, we realised at this point it was going to be a struggle to make it. But we make up a good few seconds. As we go past this guy, he speeds up. And usually when they do that, they run away from me. But it turns out I had some good pace today. Don't know quite where that came from. But maybe a long bike ride was good for my endurance. So he kind of helped me. He paces me up to the top here. And I think this is when he starts to struggle once we get to here.
I don't know, we have 50 seconds till 25.
Yeah, this is where we knew. I need about a minute from here, and we just didn't have it. Thought I'd give it a try, though. We go past this guy too, I think. Rad sprint finish, and yeah, it gets really dark, so the camera's a bit wobbly in this last section. Here we go. Can we do it? I had what I had. I knew I needed to go as fast as I can, and I had the energy to do it today. Maybe I could have sprinted a bit faster here, but I didn't have loads left. I was absolutely broken on the line. But last section coming up. Hit it as hard as we possibly can. Top sprinting speed from Rad. And sadly, we miss it by 3 seconds. But it was a very good run other than that. So yeah, on a day that I'd been tired, I thought we did a really good one. See you guys next week. Bye.